Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Monday. I'm Justin Gould. Our Matt Hummel is off. Happening now, a teen is facing charges after they allegedly punched a person in the face. Plus, the Chautauqua County executive says there will be no tax hike in his proposed 2020 budget. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a first look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and happy Monday, everybody. We made it through another weekend, and now it's time to get back into the grind of getting back to work. As we take a look at First Defense Doppler with the radar data and the satellite data, we really have no rain across the area right now, but you can see a lot of the socked-in cloud cover because we have a north wind today, and when we have a north wind, that's really hard to clear out a lot of the cloud cover around here. So today will be mostly cloudy to partly sunny throughout the afternoon, but there will be the chance for a few rain showers through the afternoon. 71 over 60 is kind of where we were yesterday. I'm a little concerned about this high of 71. I'm not entirely sure if that's totally accurate. Something happened at the airport last night, or should I say, should I say yesterday, and we lost some data earlier in the day, so I'm not sure if that is actually correct, but that's what's actually in the record books for the day. The record high is 93 set back in 1991. Quick check on the pollens here. It's still that ragweed pollen that's given us an issue, and often later summer into the fall, we actually deal with the ragweed. So through the afternoon, partly sunny. Some spots may seem mostly cloudy, but most of us partly sunny. Chance for a shower or two through the afternoon, but it's a rather small chance. 68 to 74. This is not too far off from where we should be this time of the year with a north wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. A beautiful week is ahead, and I think you're going to love it. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes. Back to you, Justin.
All right, I certainly hope so, Dakota. Thank you. Our top story: a man killed in a motor vehicle crash involving a commercial semi-truck last week will be honored for his work with the Bust-I Volunteer Fire Department this weekend. 63-year-old James Ellis was a 17-year member of that volunteer department. Bust-I fire officials say the parade will take place Saturday starting at 1:40 p.m., ending at the Bust-I Fire Department Fire Hall with a celebration of life ceremony beginning at 2 p.m. Fire officials say anyone who would like to attend this event in support of family and friends is encouraged to do so. Ellis died in a motor vehicle crash last Wednesday. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office says his semi-truck was struck by a pickup that failed to stop at a stop sign on Magnolia Stedman Road and entered Route 394 in the town of North Harmony. The pickup truck driver was taken to an area hospital for treatment. Ellis was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, Ellis was also part owner of Bust-I Lime Service, Inc. Arrangements will be announced by the Lind Funeral Home later on this week. In other news we're following, a 15-year-old resident of the Randolph Children's Home is facing charges after the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office alleged they assaulted a staff member over the weekend. The teen allegedly punched the staff member in the face during an incident Friday just before 5 p.m. The teen is charged with third-degree assault. Deputies say the teen was issued an appearance ticket and is due to appear in Cattaraugus County Family Court at a later date for further proceedings in the case. And a Bemis Point woman was arrested after the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office alleged she struck a person in the face during an incident near the I-86 exit in the town of North Harmony. Deputies were called to that area of Route 394 and Interstate 86 late last night. Now, through investigation, they determined that Sally M. Lawson, 62 years old, allegedly hit a person in the face with a glass bottle. Lawson was reportedly traveling with that person in her car at the time of the incident. She is charged with second-degree harassment in the case. Deputies report Lawson was taken into custody and held at Chautauqua County Jail pending arraignment. And Chautauqua County's executive announced today he will present his 2020 tentative budget to lawmakers later on this month, a plan that contains no tax hike to residents. Executive George Borrello says details of his budget will be revealed during the county legislature meeting on Wednesday, September 25th at 6:30 in the legislative chambers of the Gerasi office building there in Mayville. After Borrello presents his budget, he says lawmakers will begin to review it by meeting with department heads and determining if any additional modifications are needed. They will then need to pass a final budget for 2020 on or before December 1st. The tentative budget presentation is open to the public and residents are encouraged to attend that. Residents can also watch the meeting live on the county's Facebook page. Well, happy Monday to all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in here on WNY News Now. Let's get a check-in with the comments, saying hello to Chuck. Good afternoon to Cindy as well. Joseph, hello to you. Lori, hello to you. David has joined us. Heather chiming in. She says, rest easy, Jim. And absolutely, certainly, very unexpected, tragic news from last Wednesday there, and certainly should be a very honoring ceremony with the fire apparatus, and many community members are expected to turn out for that this coming Saturday. Hello to Chuck, Pam, Lori, Tabby chiming in, saying hello. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to Clark as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in here on WNY News Now. Be sure to like, share, and comment with us in this video to let us know how you're doing, and share your favorite local news with your friend. You can do it easily by giving us a thumbs up and then clicking share here on Facebook. And when you're on the go, stay in the know by downloading WNY News Now's mobile app. You can subscribe to push notifications where we keep you up to date on all sorts of breaking news. Coming up, some good news for those who live in the countryside as lawmakers begin to work to bring back high-speed internet to rural localities. But first, why New York State aims to ban e-cigarettes. Dakota.
And we'll take a live look over Lakeside Park in Mayville. This is going to be another of those kind of what you see is what you get kind of deals. Partial sunshine, but there will be the chance for a few scattered showers through the afternoon. We'll talk about it in a few minutes as WNY News Now continues in a minute, so don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
I've walked my talk. I've brought officials to meet the community. It should be a government by the people, for the people. I've stood alone to represent the citizens of the city for transparency, accountability, and fiscal responsibility. My values haven't changed. I stand for you. Vote November 5th. Liuzzo for mayor.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
And happening now, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is pushing to enact a statewide ban on the sale of flavored e-cigarettes amid growing health concerns connected to vaping, especially among young people. The Democrat announced yesterday that the state health commissioner would be making a recommendation this week to the state's Public Health and Health Planning Council. The council can issue emergency regulations that would go into effect as soon as they are voted on and start being enforced in as soon as 2 weeks, following a short grace period for some retailers. In announcing the action, Cuomo sharply criticized the flavors that are on sale, like bubble gum and cotton candy.
We would ban all flavors besides tobacco and menthol. We're going to propose legislation next year that will ban advertising directed towards young people.
Now, officials pointed to a significant increase of e-cigarettes by young people, which they say was the driving factor for this announcement. Now, according to data from the State Health Department, nearly 40% of high school seniors and 22% of high school students overall in the state use e-cigarettes. High school use went from 10.5% in 2014 to 27.4% in 2018. Well, a group of New York State lawmakers are gathering in the state's capital to look at ways to expand access to broadband internet in rural and remote parts of the state. The legislature's Joint Commission on Rural Resources and the Assembly's Standing Committee on Local Governments plan to meet tomorrow for a public hearing focused on rural broadband. The state has spent millions of dollars to enhance rural internet access, with officials saying it plays a vital role in not just quality of life, but also emergency services and the overall economy. Now, last week, the state governor announced the creation of a new state task force to look into another rural community's problem, cell phone coverage. Well, United Auto Workers walk off the job at General Motors this morning after the union was unable to reach a tentative contract agreement. Nearly 50,000 employees across the nation are involved in the strike. General Motors and the union have been trying to come to terms for months now. The workers say they are trying to get fair wages, affordable health care, share profits, job security, and defend a path to permanent seniority for temps.
I am a third-generation General Motors employee, okay? I have two sisters that work here at Detroit-Hamtramck with me as well. My father was here and his uncle before him. 3 generations. I have children, and my children will have children, and I want this place to still be around for them.
That's Tamara Abney, one of the many auto workers who strike now in Detroit. She says she's striking because she wants to be treated fairly. Picket lines are also set up in Buffalo. Bargaining was scheduled to resume earlier this morning. Well, September is National Baby Safety Month, and our Lakewood Walmart is using the opportunity to collect old car seats. Starting today, customers can trade in the car seat their child has outgrown for a $30 Walmart gift card. The superstore is partnering with recycling business TerraCycle to help keep car seats out of landfills. There are 2 car seat trade-in limit per household. Those interested can go to Walmart's website for a list of all participating locations. And the event will go through September 30th. Seems like a pretty good deal. $30 for a car seat and $60 if you have 2 of them. Certainly, recently a lot of officials have brought awareness to that and to making sure that car seats are properly disposed of for the environment, and also that the kiddos are in proper car seats. So good Monday to all of you. Lori chiming in, she says, wow, that's great. Yeah, seems like a pretty good deal. Off the top of my head, I know Warren is the also participating in this, the Warren Walmart as well. Joseph, he says, no skin off my nose if they ban e-cigarettes. Good day to David. Thanks so much for joining in. Hopefully you have a good day. And Lori chiming in, she's saying, no sound. Sometimes Facebook gets a little weird. If you want, you can download the WNY News Now mobile app. You can watch us there. Just click on the Watch Live tab anytime, actually, 24/7, to see our live broadcasting. Saying hello to Scott. Good to see you, sir. Thanks so much for tuning in here on WNY News Now. Certainly, we were feeling like fall over the weekend a little bit, especially yesterday and early this morning. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he joins us live once again with a look at this week's weather forecast and whether warmer temps are on the way. And later on, a famed State Line Speedway driver will be honored for his racing legacy. That and more when WNY News Now continues.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, you know, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Weather the weather, nice segue. In the in the words of Colin Mockery. For the kids coming home from school today, 67 to 73 out there. There is a chance for an afternoon shower, but I think the majority of the area should be mainly dry with a north wind 5 to 10 as you send them off to the bus stop tomorrow morning. 47 to 53. That's chilly, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have those sweaters, those light coats when you send them off to school tomorrow. Partial sunshine with a northeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's what's coming up. Monday throughout the day. So yeah, not as much sunshine, but I think the majority of the area should be dry. We'll show you the shower chance later. Tuesday through Saturday, I don't know any other way to describe it other than just the heart emojis, the heart eyes emojis. That's the only way I can describe it for you because it's going to be great. A warmer pattern after today will start to come our way through the week, and that'll last pretty much all the way throughout the end of the week. And we are keeping our eyes on Humberto because there is a chance this thing could impact our weather as we go throughout the later of the week. This is the current information on it right here. This is now Hurricane Humberto. It actually strengthened into a Cat 1 hurricane yesterday. 85-mile-per-hour winds with wind gusts of 105. These colder cloud tops right in here near the center could be some sort of an indication that it's strengthening. Now, this thing is not going to impact the U.S. That's the good news, but this is going to curve out into the Atlantic, and what's going to happen with that is it's actually going to cause a warming trend with our temperatures. We call it a high pressure ridge when it actually has some impact on our weather. Satellite and radar composite again. With the north, you can actually see how the winds are moving. I actually put the wind arrows on here, but you can see a north wind is coming into our area, a north-northwest wind. So when we have winds coming out of the north, it's going to be hard to clear out the cloud cover. So we'll call today partly sunny to mostly cloudy. Throughout the day, here it is on Future Scan. There's that little pop-up shower chance, and it's mainly going to be inland away from the lakes, but it's only a very small chance, about 30%, if that. But the majority of us should be dry. Tonight it clears out, and tomorrow the time is moving, but the weather ain't changing, and it's going to be a fantastic stretch of weather as we go throughout the next several days. Now, to show you what I'm talking about in terms of actually Humberto, this is called, and you know, we've showed this on the air before, this is called precipitable water. It basically measures the moisture content. When you see all this blue color, that indicates dry air, and that goes all the way until the end of the week. This is the next moisture, and that looks like it's not going to come our way until the second half of the weekend, and even that, it's not a guarantee. It's going to be several days of dryness. News Now Cam again, partial sunshine downtown, 64, no wind to speak of, and a dew point of 61. Again, with a north wind, we do see a little bit of the higher dew point temperature out there. All right, so weather where you are, temperatures here right at the immediate Lake Erie waterfront. You could see mid-70s, but I think most of us should be in the 70s, dry here. Now, off to the east here, if you're going to see a scattered shower, it's going to be out here, maybe Randolph, 70, maybe Franklinville, 70, Gowanda, 73, more clouds than sun, maybe a spot shower through the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the next 7 days of your life, and look at the little note I wrote on the 7-day. 5 consecutive days of sunshine, Tuesday through Saturday. The next chance of rain's not until next Sunday, and even that, it's a very small chance with temperatures above average into the mid to upper 70s. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, community partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
When you're on the go, stay in the know by downloading the WNY News Now mobile app. Stay up to date on local news, weather, and sports that matter to you. Plus, subscribe to breaking news and weather alerts from the team that puts coverage first. In addition, watch news as it happens with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network. Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, community partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans. We've started another work week. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. To start off the sports today, we've got a little breaking news. Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback Ben Roethlisberger will miss the rest of the season after sustaining an elbow injury during their game yesterday against the Seattle Seahawks. The injury will require surgery, and once that is complete, he will be on season-ending IR. Mason Rudolph will be the team's starting quarterback for the rest of the season. Now on to local sports. In 2 days' time on Wednesday, the Jamestown Rebels hockey team will be in the 2019 NAHL Showcase. Being played at the Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota, the Rebels will play one game a day from September 18th to the 21st. The Rebels will play the Austin Bruins on the 18th, Minnesota Magicians on the 19th, Kenai River Brown Bears on the 20th, and the Toledo Pilots on the 21st. More information on the showcase can be found on both the NAHL website and the Jamestown Rebels team website. The Buffalo Bills are now off to a 2-0 start after defeating the New York Giants 28-14 on Sunday, their second straight game at MetLife Stadium and last one there this season for the Bills. Josh Allen ran for one touchdown and threw for another, finishing with 253 yards passing and no turnovers. Frank Gore and Devin Singletary each ran for one touchdown as well. Giants running back Saquon Barkley rushed for 107 yards and a touchdown. Eli Manning threw for 250 yards, one touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Buffalo will have their first home game of the year next Sunday on September 22nd as they will host the Cincinnati Bengals at 1 o'clock on CBS. Tonight with an 8:15 kickoff, the 0-1 New York Jets will host the 0-1 Cleveland Browns for Monday Night Football. The Jets lost their first game of the season to the Bills 17-16 last Sunday. Meanwhile, Cleveland's opening game was a loss against the Tennessee Titans 43-13. With Jets quarterback Sam Darnold out with mono, Trevor Siemian will start in his place. Tonight's game will be televised on ESPN. That's it for sports today. Back to you, Justin.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. Too bad for Ben Roethlisberger, really. So
yeah.
We'll see how well the rest of that season goes. Well, sticking with sports, one of the most popular drivers in the history of State Line Speedway will be honored for his work during an upcoming film premiere at the Robert H. Jackson Center. The premiere of Jim Scott, a documentary film chronicling his legendary racing career, will take place on Sunday, September 29th at 2 p.m. at the center. Now, according to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, Scott started racing in 1956 at the age of 18 in a 1947 Ford numbered 3030 at the Roll-O Bowl Speedway in Watts Flats. Scott was one of the very few drivers in the history of State Line Speedway to take his talents to the ARCA and the USAC stock car circuits. He raced in nearly 20 ARCA and USAC races between 1966 and 75. In 2015, Scott purchased State Line Speedway and immediately orchestrated substantial improvements to that facility. Now, following the viewing of the 88-minute movie, Scott will engage in a Q&A session with the audience. So pretty cool, guys. I mean, certainly there's a ton of history at State Line Speedway, and he certainly is one of the men known for modernizing that speedway a little bit there near the NYPA line. So really, really amazing to see, and will be cool to see a locally produced doc in honor of him and in capture of his life, but then also a little bit of Q&A too. So it should be pretty cool. I know, Dakota, you're a pretty big racing fan. Your family, when we were little, did you ever go to State Line quite a bit?
I don't think we've ever, at least I don't think I've ever been to State Line as a little kid. I've gone to Lake Erie Speedway several different times. But in terms of racing, I used to be a kind of a NASCAR fan. I'm not anymore. There's a lot of reasons for that. But I mean, at my heart, I'm still a redneck at heart. And by the way, Jay, I have to correct you. It's ARCA. ARCA. That's how you pronounce that.
That's how you would pronounce it.
Yes, ARCA was sort of like a series that competed with NASCAR, but they really didn't compete with NASCAR, and NASCAR bought them out last year. So now they're owned by NASCAR.
More like a local type level of competition.
It really wasn't local. I mean, they kind of toured all around the country, but I don't know, they were sort of like a stock car series that competed with NASCAR that really didn't compete. I mean, they kind of really weren't the same.
So they tried to compete with NASCAR.
And then NASCAR just bought them out last year. So now they're owned by NASCAR.
Interesting, nevertheless. Norm, a lot of people are still talking about, in the comments, about the Bills game. Renee says the Bills did great yesterday. Sad to hear any players got hurt for the season. Now, her grandson broke his elbow playing Saturday for Northside here in Jamestown. Football still. I mean, I think it's very much great sport. Big fan of it. I think we all are kind of here in our sense. But you still have that chance for injury.
Accidents happen, injuries happen. I had an injury like that myself playing.
Yeah. So, and of course, Norm, we all know him for playing with Brockton's team quite a bit. So,
sadly,
if you go to the North County, you will know the legacy of Norm Rodriguez. But nevertheless, it's time for
a lot of pro sports are dangerous. I mean, a lot of people think racing's safe with all the cars, but they're still very dangerous. There's still a dangerous thing in there.
Some major names.
I mean, even with all the safety innovations. Anyway, they're telling me to wrap up. So 7-day here. I don't know other way to put this. 5 consecutive days of sunshine, Tuesday through Saturday. I don't really know another way to say that. Next chance of rain really is until next Sunday, and even that's a very small chance.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Hey, that's going to do it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We leave you with a live look over Chautauqua Lake. Get out and enjoy it while
Because
you
pretty
can.
soon it'll be frozen.
I know, right?
Get out and play an hour a day.
There you go. And you know what? The thing is, I'm gonna love this sunshine this week. I mean, it's great. It's great. You gave us the forecast from heaven, so thank you.
You're gonna love it.
When you're on the go, stay in the know. Download the WNY News Now mobile app. It's free right now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. See you tomorrow.